Welcome to Fully Baked Radio.
Yeah. It just suddenly just like, "Bah." And we were like, we looked over. Huh?
So that's what we're going to take away from the council meeting. William farting in the council meeting. That was wonderful, William. We try to do something serious, something good.
We should lead with that.
I know we're starting off with William farting at the council meeting. Come on, is this how we're going to start the show?
I don't think we should lead.
This is embarrassing, William. Yeah, embarrassing for who? For who? For us or for you? You too? Why'd you do it? Grab a mic and tell us why you did that. Come on, tell us why. Come sit over here. I want to know why you did that, because that was shocking behavior. I didn't expect that from you. But then you told me that you're just following Sativa Cross's mission statement. I can't argue with you. Our mission statement is ripping bongs and farts, winning minds and hearts. And you definitely rip some farts. Are we really going to start the show like this?
Good afternoon. Anyway, he wants to talk about me passing gas at a council meeting on Thursday last week.
It was a great triumph in the careers of all of us here.
On many levels.
It was great. It was a great video. Everything was wonderful. And what do?
Pass gas?
No, you know what? We don't know. You know why I'm mad? Because you did it off camera. I don't have any video of that.
Isn't that great?
I need to hear that. Oh, great. Ed's having a conversation on there. Great. I love it. I love when he does this. Let's listen in. Oh, no, we better not. Oh, we better not. I don't know what he's talking about. Let's not listen to that. So Cindy was here, too. And Cindy was at the State House. And we decided to come over here. And we thought that Cindy could help the weed man because she's a card-holding patient. And she could speak at the council or at least show some support, which she did. And I was very happy that Cindy was allowed back into the...
Yeah, but she lied to me.
Oh, I saw that. That wasn't nice.
You know what I mean? And then she giggled and thought it was the greatest thing going. So now I'm finding out I can't trust her.
Well, my problem was when we got here, the buffet was done. The weed man had taken, buffet is done at 4 o'clock. We missed the buffet. So we went down the street to the Chinese place to get some Chinese food. So me and Cindy come back with the Chinese food, and we're sitting out back, and we're eating food from another place in the weed man's restaurant. And Cindy goes, hey, Phil, can you get me some salt? And she's eating food from another restaurant, and she's asking Phil for salt. Really? I said, Cindy, what are you, nuts? I'm like, you came here you didn't buy any food here, and you're asking Phil for salt. I said, Phil, don't give her any salt. And Phil says, Phil said we're out of salt.
With food that she got from somewhere else.
Yeah, that's the whole point. She's eating food from another restaurant and asking Phil for salt.
That's like going to 7-Eleven and buying a hot dog and putting nothing on it, and then going somewhere else and asking if you have ketchup.
Yeah, can I have some onions and ketchup on here? Oh, no, actually, yeah, some ketchup and mustard and relish. All the free condiments. I'm like, Cindy, you just got back in the good graces here, and now you're going to be asking for salt? Are you crazy? Well, all right, okay. Well, all right. It's a given. We're all crazy. I think we all use cannabis to cover up our craziness. All of us, myself included.
No doubt, for me. It lets me balance out.
When she saw her online, she still flipped out at me.
Uh-oh, you're on the air. What'd you say? Can you talk about this?
No.
Okay, we won't talk about that. What'd you want to lead with? The council meeting? That was pretty amazing, the council meeting.
Yeah, that actually was. To our listeners, last week we went over to City Hall and dropped off basically a decrim initiative. And it was modeled after the one that was dropped off, that was submitted in Asbury Park a couple months ago. It's also before New Brunswick, from what I understand. And I sent it to someone in Newark and told them that they should remodel it, reword it, and submit it to Newark also. And someone's supposed to be doing it in Camden. So we may have a bunch of cities in the next few weeks all submit decrim bills, you know, which would be a model after what happened over in Philly last year. And I think it went well. I got to introduce myself to city council too, but just the fact that we went over there and gave it to them, and you know, they asked questions and everything. So I think they were pretty receptive of it. I left enough copies that, you know, they all have, you know, they'll all get a copy of it. Plus, on top of that, it was it was formally submitted, so they will have to deal with it at some point, whether it's to say no or yes, yay or nay.
So what does that mean? What is it? An initiative and referendum, or is it a what is it?
It's an initiative and referendum. There are state laws. I don't have it in front of me right now to cite the state law, but there's state laws that allow, or basically it is the rules on how a city government can function. And one of the things is through the initiative system, if you gather signatures and give it to city council, they have to put it on their agenda to vote on it. And the initiative that we were asking for was basically, to summarize it, just to lower the priority of marijuana to the lowest possible priority. You know, if there's someone out, if they have a call about someone with a loose dog running around, or a call about someone with marijuana, they should go catch the loose dog. You know, and there should be no reason to stop anybody and arrest anybody for marijuana. It's just basically we're trying to get them to just leave potheads alone.
The deputy mayor, Andrew Bobbitt, said to you that it would be better to go to the county. Why did he say that, to go to the county?
I think he thinks that the county has more power, and it does. The county freeholders have more power than the Trenton City municipal city government. But we need the city police to lay off of potheads. So that's why we're directing at the city council, so they can direct the city to stop.
So who makes the ordinance, the county or the city?
The city would.
The city would make the ordinance?
Mm-hmm.
What could the county do?
I'm not sure about the legal mechanism, if there's a way to get the county, the Freeholders Association, to do the same thing. I'm not sure. But obviously, yeah, the Freeholders is a larger form of government. It encompasses all of Mercer County. It controls the sheriff's department. It guides a lot of our state resources. You know, like the state prosecutor is actually controlled by the counties. Even the county jail, you know, is controlled by the freeholders. There's a lot of things that are controlled by the county. So I do understand what he was saying. And there's a lot of money that the counties give to the city, or resources to the city too. But I think he thought we were coming over there like attacking the city. We weren't attacking the city. We were just simply asking, you know, to rearrange some of their priorities.
Do you think we should go to the county and take his advice and take the ignorance is no excuse tour to Mercer County? Is it Mercer County?
Yeah, it'd be Mercer County.
Where's their office? Where do we go?
I believe they hold it right there in the county building, the Superior Court building. I believe, but I'm not sure. In Burlington County, I know where they hold them, but I'm not sure where they hold them here in Mercer County.
All right, that's William. Can you get on that, William? When you're done with your sandwich, can you look up where we have to go to smoke weed? Mercer County. Thank you. You don't have to answer with your mouth full. It's okay. Just nod your head. Yes. I'm not touching you. You got your hand full of food, dude. I'm not pounding. No. Stuff will drip all over. All right. We have to shut off some fans here. This is making noise. So Phil's on a delivery, and he'll be back to hopefully give us some news. I don't have any news for you, Bill. Sorry. I'm still shocked at what you did at the council meeting. I'm so glad I didn't sit near you, because I would have gotten up. Did it smell? You don't know. Usually the loud ones don't smell.
Right, it just made noise.
Yeah, they're noisy. It's the hot, stinky smell. silent ones.
Unbelievable. Yeah, to you listeners out there who don't realize what we're talking about. We were at the city council meeting. We were waiting to be heard. We were waiting for the public address system. Wait a minute. First of all, it was a very interesting city council meeting. You know, see the inner workings of city government, and to see that they were bickering over a text message. You know, like city government was because I don't know her name, but the chief of staff, apparently the president of the city council meeting had told the chief of staff to speak to all of the city council members. And what she did, she spoke to them all, except for like 2 of them, she said. But then she summarized what she had to say and sent it to who she thought was just the city council president. But as it turned out, all of the city council members got it. And the one city council person took exception of the summary that she got. And it has a lot to do with the last mayor and how things happened before. Because the last mayor of Trenton actually was indicted and prosecuted for taking bribes because he was going around the bidding system, basically. Was taking bids from people. So this city council person took exception to these conversations that were going on outside of the official bidding process. So it was really interesting. But we were all sitting there nodding off like we were at Sunday school, you know. Everyone's like kind of like chilling and listening and snoring a little bit, and all of a sudden, off to my left, I hear this horrendous sound, this ripping sound, this vibrating, reverbing, echoing sound. I was like, what was that? And I look over to my left. Sarah Sensimillion was there. We both look over to our left. And William Haney is sitting there looking stiff. He like slowly rotates his head to the right, looks at us with this serious face. I mean, you have to imagine we're sitting on wooden benches, and here's this dude. We just hear this ripping, vibrating sound. And he looks over at us with this serious face like, what the fuck? Like, and he looked guilty, you know? He just absolutely looked like that dude just ripped a fart. That's what that sound was.
Oh, my God, William.
It was funny. And, like, it was loud enough like half the place should have heard it. But it didn't sound like a fart.
No.
It sounded like
a microphone.
Lefty describes it sounded like a microphone hitting it, you know, dropping.
It was so loud.
It is a funny sounding.
Wow.
It was a funny sounding fart. It's like he ripped one out at the speed of light or something.
It's like a cannon.
And it bounced off the bench and made this. Anyway, we're supposed to be having a serious radio show. We're talking about.
I know, that's the takeaway. That's the takeaway from the council meeting is William's fart.
William Haney just farting in the middle of the damn council meeting. Yeah, at city council the other day. He just rips one. I'm telling you, it was like Sunday school, like church, like, you know, like every other week in church someone does it, and this dude just rips one. And then after like a 10-second delay, he goes, "Pardon me." No, he said excuse me, but it was funny. I don't think I've laughed.
I was so embarrassed.
I don't think I've laughed about a fart like that in years. It was like we came across the street.
It was so quiet in there you could have heard a pin drop, but instead you heard me pass gas.
That wasn't passing. You just you ripped one,
that was
dude.
a cannon, bro.
No.
I tried to hold it in.
Passing gas would have been like.
He was like.
It was like a 2-chambered one too. It didn't just like. It was like. It was a 2-syllable fart. I think there was a consonant in the middle of it too. It like really spoke. It said fart. Oh, man.
I was looking around hoping that nobody heard it.
Yeah, right.
And he looked like a deer in the headlights. That's what he looked like. He was like
With my hands caught in a cookie jar.
Oh God. Awful.
and then like we slowly started laughing as people started realizing what that sound was. It was like, wait a minute, was that a fart? Oh my goodness. I think one of the city council dudes looked over too, but he didn't know what it was.
It was so loud, it sounded like something through the speakers, like the loudspeakers.
Like the microphone dropped.
It was crazy. I never heard anything like that before until you told me you farted. I'm like, that's what that sound was? Oh, my God.
All right, back to the serious topic. We were in city council meeting before we got rudely interrupted by a fart by William Haney. But anyway, we were, it all went well. It all went well. The reception, they accepted the initiative. They asked questions. At some point in the future, it'll be on the docket, on their agenda list, and they'll vote on it. Now, if they vote on it, that'd be very interesting. We'll see. I'm actually going to write about that in our column. I'm going to put the farting in there, though. I am. I'm going to talk about how boring it was. It was like a Sunday school. It was like Sunday school. And then all of a sudden, this guy named William Haney ripped one. And then it got interesting. We were arguing back and forth. Ultimately, they had a near fight there, but we had left just before the fight. But there's video of it. If you go to NJ.com, to the Times of Trenton, they got it. They had to hold back the bald guy in the middle. He's the president of the city council, something Chester, Mr. Chester. And then I don't remember the guy's name with the toupee.
It was Chester and Muskil or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
With the M.
Yeah, Mushal.
Yeah.
The guy with the muskrat stuck on his head. Yeah. I think, isn't that why they call him Mushkill? Somebody killed the muskrat, stuck it on his head, elected him as city council.
Got the Davy Crockett toupee.
Yeah. No, he just ripped it. Didn't think anybody would hear it or something. I don't know. William, just seriously though, I can't help it but go back to this fart.
It's okay.
Listen,
I gotta live with it until it goes away.
it's probably still lingering over there. It was a hot one, I'm sure, so it probably rose.
But you know what? There were no skid marks on the sheets.
Oh, that too much info.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
That's enough.
So it really was a wet one?
No, it was none of that.
Wait a minute. What?
What? It sounds like it was wet.
This is too much. This is too much for an
No,
audience.
it
I'm
wasn't.
sure there's someone listening.
It
We're
wasn't
supposed
wet,
to
it
be
was
having a
high and
serious
dry.
radio show, and we're supposed to be talking about marijuana issues, and we're stuck on this.
That's the headline.
We're stuck on the fart. The fart heard throughout city council.
Not my video. Not how great my video was. No, William's fart.
I was just contributing to your mission statement.
What is the mission statement, William?
Listen, he was doing a great video, not an ad for Charmin newspaper, Charmin toilet paper. He just revealed that he had a wet one.
Yeah.
Oh, too much info.
William, that's...
William. Anybody, next time we go to the city council meeting, we have to make you go make a pit stop in the bathroom or something.
He always has problems in the bathroom.
Oh, boy. We're not going to get into that one. We're not going to get into that one. There's some history there, but we can't even tell the history because someone doesn't want to hear it.
William's
So we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about that one. I didn't witness it, but I heard about it. We'll leave it alone.
Oh, boy.
All right. On to something
Well, Cindy
more
was here.
interesting.
Cindy actually was in,
I had
good
mixed,
spirits.
I had mixed opinions on that one.
The only problem I had was when she came in here with food from another place, and she's like, Phil, can you get me some salt for the food I bought down the street?
Well, we have mixed opinions on that one. I can't help it. Since Cindy did talk about it a while ago and talked about it, and she mentioned that she thought that the Weed Man's joint was going to fail.
Yeah.
And man, that was a low blow, and that was one of them things. When you cross certain lines, you're not supposed to be able to jump back.
She's trying.
So
She's trying.
yeah, but you know, some of us don't realize I have a partner too, and my partner didn't take it well either. And then my partner saw her on the video hanging out,
Uh-oh.
and I had to take some partnership flack. Because why, if this person wishes us to fail, why should I let her in to watch it? That's her logic. If
I hear
she
you.
thinks we're gonna fail, and she says these things, my partner thinks that she shouldn't be allowed to sit and watch it. Then go somewhere else. Gloat about it later if that's what happens. But don't sit and watch. Don't let her sit and watch it.
I've said bad things that I regret in my life too.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just saying that's the
I think there's an
circumstance.
apology at hand.
Even trying to just trying to be all right. Well, fine. Just kind of forget about it. This left a bad taste. So
Yeah.
that's where that goes. Just to spend 1 minute talking about that, and that's the first time I've talked about it. Absolutely the first time I've talked about it, especially live on air. But anyway, I'm gonna move on. We'll leave it at that. Cindy, we still have mixed feelings about this.
Well, she's trying. I know
We'll
she's
talk
trying.
later. Peace.
I convinced her to come here that day. I'm like,
I figured that was what happened.
I'm like,
but
you're a card holder. You can help Ed. I'm like, this is your opportunity to help Ed make up for your mistakes in the past, and she pretty much did that. So
I understand. We actually even talked about. We know it was you that did that.
so I'm trying to keep the peace here with everybody. That's all. But if she fucks up again, believe me, I'm the first one. She called me BJ Face, so believe me, I'm the first one to send her out packing. I have to live with BJ Face the rest of my fucking life because of her. You know that, right? She called me BJ Face, so I don't mind shutting her mic off or telling her. So, but Cindy, you better act right. You hear me, Cindy? I know she's watching. So I think she'll start acting right though. She's trying. She's trying. We're all crazy, bro. All of us are crazy. Some of us just hide it better than others. That's all.
Oh,
I'm saying.
trust me, I know. I know. I have my craziness about me.
Oh, you're not so
In fact,
bad.
no one would know.
You're
No
not
one
so
would know.
bad.
No one would know me at all if I didn't have a little crazy side to me. A little fuck you type. A little in your face a little bit. A little reckless abandon shit. Some people think that's crazy to like do things without worrying about the consequences, or thinking out the consequences and thinking you can win. And that's what I've been guilty of a few times. I've thought out the consequences and figured I could win in the long run, so fuck it, I'm doing it.
But you always win in the end.
No, I don't always win
Yeah,
or
you
in.
do.
I just took a nice kick in the stomach last week, 2 weeks ago.
What?
I lost my appeal that I worked on for 5 years.
Oh.
I actually lost. They didn't give me nothing. I presented 17 different issues. I knew I was going to win on something. I thought I was going to win. I was calling it the most important medical marijuana trial in the history of New Jersey. And it had the potential and everything, but you know what really happened? I shouldn't even be kicking myself over, because to be honest with you, what happened is those 3 judges on the panel feel that the marijuana laws were too big to fail, and they weren't going to let me beat it. So that's what they did. Hopefully the full Supreme Court panel will take a different opinion. My lawyer did submit the certificate of the certificate to the Supreme Court. I forget what they call it. Certificate of Satori. Writ of Satori. He did submit that like about 2 weeks ago. Who knows if they'll answer it? I think they will. You know, there hasn't been a marijuana case, especially challenging certain issues, to make it to the Supreme Court since 1986. All our marijuana laws, our medical marijuana laws in New Jersey, are all based on a 1986 case, New Jersey versus Tate. But the legal landscape of marijuana changed drastically in 2010. Just the fact that the state now recognizes marijuana as having a medicinal value, like that should have changed it anyway. That's what that felt. The appellate court. The appellate court should have looked at everything in the light of 2010. They even cited the case State versus Tate, and I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but you know what? They misused State versus Tate.
What happened in that case?
In State versus Tate, it was a guy that had MS, and he said that he was using marijuana for his medical problems. And basically, what the Supreme Court said in 1986 was, if he had medical approval, if he had the backing of state government, he could use a medical marijuana defense. Okay, then I come around. Here I am, 2010. I get caught with weed. I use marijuana medicinally. I'm documented as using marijuana medicinally. I have a medical marijuana card from California. So there is a medical marijuana defense right there. Whether it's the state of New Jersey or the state of California, it was recognized by the state. A doctor gave me doctors. Doctors aren't even doctors are I don't want to do this right now. Doctors are doctors. I mean that ruling in 1986 didn't say a doctor from New Jersey. It said a doctor, a physician's approval. The state of New Jersey now recognizes marijuana's medicinal value. So, I don't know. I don't know what that was about. Why the appellate court ruled against it, but
Did he give any
they're
reasoning
wrong.
or anything like that?
They
just
gave
denied
reasons.
it?
They gave weak ass reasons.
What
Like
they say?
on
Federally
no,
illegal.
Well, on that, yes, that's what they said. Like totally like ignoring the fact that New Jersey did it. In different parts of their appeal, they acknowledge it, and then other parts they don't. When it was convenient to, they don't. For instance, me, I got arrested in April of 2010. The law was signed into law in January, but it wasn't supposed to go into effect until July. But my argument was on the day they signed it, it says we hereby recognize marijuana's medicinal value. That was the day they recognized it, not the day the law went into effect in July. So, even that argument was weak. I think the state had recognized it, but I don't know. It was just bullshit. And then, in any other case, you're allowed to present witnesses in your favor, in your defense, because I wanted to bring in a religious argument, a religious expert, and a medical expert. The judge wouldn't let me have expert testimony, and I argued that was a violation of my right to a fair trial, my right to the Sixth Amendment. And the judge at the time didn't want me to because they knew I was trying for open advocation of jury nullification. And the appellate court, they just ruled in I put such a big, hearty argument together. My lawyer put an argument together. I filed a second, what they call a supplemental brief where I argued this point. They used a 2-sentence line and basically to deny it and basically say that all I was really trying to do was advocate jury nullification. And this is why it was denied. We don't condone that, or something like that. Like, that, whether you condone it or not is actually legal. And it's there was a Supreme Court case in the 1890s, United States versus Sparf. Basically, Sparf said that they told judges and the court officers that they didn't have to tell the jurors about it, but it's a right that exists. It's nothing you can do about it. It exists. And that's how the legal profession has been treating it. Like, we don't have to tell anybody about it. But I'm a defendant that knew about it, so I'm using it. So they shouldn't be able to stop me from it because it's legal. It's nothing, but that's what happened. So if you say, if you tell a person, if you tell the legal system that you're not gonna let them have witnesses and stuff like that, they'll be like, no way, it's a unfair trial. But in a situation like me, because I know all about jury nullification, I want my witnesses to just present the opposite of the law. I want them to present the fact that the law is wrong. Then they felt comfortable not allowing me to have my Sixth Amendment right to witnesses in my favor. Read the Sixth Amendment. It clearly says you have a right to have witnesses testify on your behalf. I was not allowed to have expert testimony strictly for the fact that they knew my witnesses would totally contradict the law. And I was openly advocating that the law was wrong and not me. that was my defense. The law was wrong. It still worked. I still didn't go to prison. My jurors still found me not guilty when I was fucking guilty. As much as I tried to openly advocate jury nullification, and the judge stopped a lot of it got through. My demeanor, my attitude, everything got through to the jurors, and I still got found not guilty. So I'm happy. I should be 3 years into a 10-year sentence right now. So I'm happy about that. But the things that I wanted to do, like change the law for other people and all that, it didn't happen. So I feel like I got kicked in the stomach. I don't know. I'm hoping on the Supreme Court. That's what I'm hoping on at this point. And even if they just hear it, I'll be happy. At that point, if I'm happy. If I don't win totally, so be it. But if they hear it, I want to reformulate my arguments, because the appellate court, in their rulings, they changed some of my arguments and then ruled on the changed argument, not my argument. Their reasoning for a few things are not it was not the argument I presented. I presented a argument. The appellate court, when they would start writing their ruling, they would say, Mr. Fortune presents this. And it wouldn't be my A argument. It would be like some B argument that I didn't, that's not my argument. That's not what I said. And they would say that, and then they rule why they were opposed to it. And it would decline it. Like, that wasn't even my argument. Like, they did it on several of them, too. And then a couple of them, they say they were irrelevant, or I didn't. Wait a minute. My judge kept forgetting things, right? Several times he forgot things. On my sentencing day, he forgot that I was supposed to get a stay of sentence, and he sentenced me. And all the bitching and screaming I did didn't mean nothing until I was able to get the transcripts and prove that he made an agreement like a year before that I would get a stay of sentence at the end of this. He stopped me from arguing a particular argument that I was arguing, specifically because he offered a stay of sentence if I got found guilty of anything, and I did get found guilty of simple possession. But then on sentencing day, he forgot. But the appellate court, in their ruling, when I challenged his age, challenged the fact that he forgot stuff and all that, they said it was irrelevant. I should have brought it up during trial. Like, what? Like he didn't forget until he sentenced me. That's when you actually get your conviction. Like, he forgot all the. There was no opportunity to raise. Actually, I did raise the fact that he kept forgetting things. So that was even wrong. 3 times he had hearings if I could represent myself. 3 times during the course of the trial portion of the case actually lasted 2 years, the lead up to the trial. But 3 times we had hearings on if I could represent myself or not. And I mean, it's absolutely, you're allowed to represent yourself. It's no, you can't, they can't take that away unless you like cause a disruption in a courtroom, you're found mentally incompetent. And right, yeah. And there was no way they can say I was mentally incompetent, and I got a pothead demeanor in court. You know, I don't act like an asshole. I don't go screaming and hollering and nothing like that. I get determined, and I don't let anybody change my opinion, but I don't get disruptive. So there's no way they could have took that. But 3 times he tried to take that, and I don't know if he forgot. I don't know what. But I think the second time he actually forgot. You know, so it's like several times during my case he forgot. He even forgot one time, because I used to fly back and forth from California to my hearings and fly back. And the one time I had a hearing, it was on June 17th. I totally remember it. June 17th, 2012. The judge scheduled a hearing on August 4th. And it was really just to answer like one question. It was like a 1-question hearing about one question. He had to think about it on June, and he scheduled the answer on August 4th. So I asked him right there on court if I can do it over the phone. And he said, yes, we can do this. So I give Mr. Fortune leave not to show up, and we can do this on the phone. When I called to do it on the phone, he forgot, and he said he said on the record that I didn't appear. He said that he told his secretary told me that he says that you're not needed, but I was representing myself. I had to be there. It was mine, right? So he says no. So he totally forgot that, though. He totally forgot. He acted like I didn't show up, and all right, but I fine. We don't need you anyway. Yeah, it was.
That was a setup.
The appellate court said that that was irrelevant. How's it irrelevant when I represent myself and I'm not at a hearing? Totally not at a hearing. You can't hold the hearing without me.
What'd your lawyer say about all this?
He
Like,
thinks
nothing?
it's unbelievable. They
Oh,
totally
sure.
like the way that they answered. It was not even if they ruled, even if just say I lost on everything, and they gave reasonable answers. They didn't give reasonable responses as to why, or they ignored certain things. Like I just said, that if you're not at a hearing, I mean, there have been whole cases over the years that have been overturned based on that. That the person, they had a hearing and the person wasn't represented at the hearing, or didn't have a lawyer or whatever. I represented myself. The judge at the hearing before said we can do it over the phone. Then when I called, I was on hold for like 20 minutes, and then I was told I wasn't needed. And then they had a hearing. I wasn't there. I wasn't. Everything should have stopped at that point, or especially on appeal. The judge should have said, "Oh shit, this is like a reversible error right here." But no, I don't know. They didn't want me to win. They didn't want me to win on nothing. And imagine if they did reverse it and I had to have a trial again. I get to say I'm gonna whoop your ass again.
That's right.
You know, that's what they didn't want. They couldn't let me win. That's how I feel.
So will you get another chance to present it to the appellate?
To
Ever
the
again,
New
or-
Jersey Supreme Court, but the
Wow.
New Jersey Supreme Court has to
Bring it back, like open it back up.
well, it's up to them to take it. It's not like an automatic thing. So it's up to them. So they could say no, don't even want to hear it. The fact that there hasn't been the serious marijuana case that reached the Supreme Court in 30 years, I think they should take it, but who knows?
So
I was
they say-
shocked at everything else.
If they say no, then
You can head to the feds. Then it starts costing money.
just
Then it
keep
starts.
heading down the line.
Yeah, I mean, you can go all the way to Supreme Court, or I can go back to what they call post-conviction relief, and I can file those arguments again, and then see where the rulings go, and appeal it right back to the appellate court. Right? I mean, you can drag a case out for years in the appeals court system, and I plan on doing that. So I'm not sure. It depends. It depends on what the New Jersey Supreme Court does.
All right.
Anyway, any crazy weed news happened today, this weekend?
There's a whole lot of events.
Yeah, there's a lot of events. There is some news too.
Yeah, there's a lot of events. I can't go to everything I get invited to anymore. I can't go to nowhere near it. I'm getting invited to like everything now.
See, when I said you're winning, that's kind of what I meant. I didn't mean your court case. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about this, the joint, the Liberty Bell, your success as far as, your activism. You're all over the place speaking. That's what I mean when I say you're winning.
Oh yeah,
You know. Because I consider you a winner. I don't support losers in my life, so I support winners. So that's why I'm down here.
Oh, that'll work.
Driving an hour and a half to do this stuff. Seriously, man.
That'll work.
This is
That'll work.
worth
I
it.
appreciate it.
I appreciate everything you've done over the last 25 years.
Or is this out of guilt? You did make that video that had me locked up for 5
Oh,
months. once.
shit, we're back to that again.
Nah, I was just kidding.
I just did my job like you told me, and
Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google NJ Weedman and censorship. Those videos, yeah, just Google NJ Weedman and censorship, and you can watch these videos. Those videos, Lefty made. That was when I met Lefty. So the first time I meet him, he makes these videos,
get your throat itch.
and I get thrown in jail for them. Nah, I'm kidding.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that was good. It was good. It was good videos. I like those videos. I in no way blame Lefty. I am no way
You don't?
blame Lefty. No,
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 don't
I
be-
don't,
don't
I
be
don't blame,
coughing.
I don't blame you.
I don't want to get beat up when I
I don't blame you.
leave here. People think
Lefty got me a lot.
Yeah, people think I really got
years
you.
ago.
Yeah, man, it's not cool. I didn't mean to get you locked up, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Really, I
You
didn't
should have
know.
said you're crazy, man.
I didn't know you'd get locked up, man. I would have taken.
You should have said you're crazy. Instead, you took advantage of my craziness and just so you can have a damn credit line on a damn video.
My claim to
Yeah.
fame. I got Weed Man thrown in jail,
Yeah.
and I still hang out with him.
I
What
got,
the fuck is going
I got
on
locked
here?
up for filming while black.
Wow.
My 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 parole officer was like, "What? You think you're equal? You think you got the right to free speech?" Blah 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 blah. How
Really?
we gonna have this conversation now? Hey, end that over there.
Oh.
But that's basically what he said. I told him the Dred Scott case got overturned basically by the 13th and 14th Amendment. He didn't know what it meant. I remember he got mad at me for saying it and didn't know what it meant.
Ignorance is no excuse.
I'm not going to tell anybody. Now y'all have to look up what the Dred Scott decision said. Dred Scott.
So
Google it.
There is a story. Cop tasers a girl who was having a seizure, and they arrested the mother for trying to help the girl having a seizure. So they tasered the girl. She's on the ground having a seizure. They taser her. The mom goes to help, and they arrest the mom.
Wait a minute. When
What?
they tased her, that caused her to have a seizure? Or
It
she
probably-
was having a seizure?
Yes, she was having a seizure in need of assistance, in need of protection and help.
And somebody called the police.
And yeah,
Hold on, I got to read that story.
yeah, it's shocking. It's shocking. A young girl, Atlanta Police Department. It details police brutality that is nothing short of mind-boggling. The police chief from the Rainbow City Police Department, along with 3 others from the city of Gadsden, are accused of tasering a little girl who was having a seizure and then arresting her mother when she tried to help. A federal lawsuit has been filed this month by the mother, an Etowah County woman whose name has not been released. Oh boy. They reported to the officers.
Is there a video?
There's no video that I've seen yet. I'm sure they'll find some. Oh my God. They fired tasers at the woman and the teenage daughter while they were at a concert. This all happened while the daughter was having grand mal seizures. Oh boy. Big lawsuit. Excessive force, torture, other cruel and degrading treatment. Inhuman and degrading treatment. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Instead of helping this girl, you're going to fucking try to kill her? What?
Doesn't make any sense.
Wow. A girl having a seizure. We're here trying to help girls with seizures, trying to give away magical butter machines and helping girls with seizures. And the cops are sitting there tasering girls with seizures? What country are we in, man? We
You
still
said
in
that happened in Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Damn, that's fucked up.
That's really fucked up.
That's crazy. That is, I don't know.
What's next? Throwing a bomb into a baby's crib and maiming him forever? Oh, they did that already. That's right. That happened too. Shit, that happened. What's next? Shooting someone's dog while... Oh, that happened too. Shit. Wow, what's that? What is next? What possibly can they do that's worse than this? I don't know. They keep raising the bar in their ignorance. Here.
No, they're pushing to see how fucked up you can get, and then you can perform the way we want you to perform, like programmed.
How is
And the bullshit. And for real,
Tell me.
they need to give them a break because they're probably so goddamn stressed the fuck out. You know what I mean? And I don't know about you, but I get to that point, I act out. Sometimes it's to my best interest, and sometimes it's not. And I'm only speaking for me. I'm not speaking for everybody else. I'm just telling you, this is how I fucked up I see it. It's definitely a sad state of affairs.
A taser was used 3 times
Crazy.
on the child's chest during a medical emergency while she was pinned
That's
to the
crazy.
ground by officers. Other officers present at the scene failed to intervene. Her mother was knocked to the ground, handcuffed, and herself tased and arrested. Of course, this happens at a hip-hop concert. So there you go. There you go. That's all I have to say. I wonder what color the little girl was. I don't have to look what color the girl was. I could tell. I know what color the girl was. Wow.
Yeah, I just read that. Unbelievable. It's crazy.
and
It was in Alabama.
Yeah.
It
Alabama.
was, it was just
Atlanta.
last year.
This is last year? January 16th? Yeah, January 16th. Wow. And we're just hearing about this now.
Well, that's because she just filed law. She just filed
Oh.
a lawsuit last week. That's why it made the press. But it happened.
I never heard this story. This is shocking.
I never heard this one either.
We should have heard this in January, bro. Seriously.
That's when it happened. It happened in January.
That's one of the most fucked up things I've heard in a long time. Oh my God. An employee picked up the girl, carried her to the lobby. She was unceremoniously dumped onto the floor, and police putting her in a chokehold while she's having a seizure. The mother arrived to help the daughter, and she was held down on the ground at 5 different points of her body. Officer immobilized her wrists, hands, and fingers. She had committed no crime, but officers were ordered to get her. She was then tasered as well, causing her to involuntarily urinate. Her mother was arrested for disorderly conduct, for trying to help her fucking daughter. Really? Wouldn't you help your daughter if the cops were... Oh, wow. What would you do if the cops were doing this to your daughter? What would you do, Phil? You have a daughter.
Man,
Oh, my God.
they don't have enough cops for that. That's crazy.
It's going to happen where people are going to start fighting back.
So
and it's
this
scary.
little girl was just having a seizure and they just jumped on her,
Yeah.
held her down and tasered her.
Wow. I've heard it all. I've heard it all, folks. Show's over. I'm done. I've heard it all. Fucking night. Hey, that sounded like Bill's fart. I'm pissed. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Talking to the mic.
Count to 10, regain composure.
How do you regain composure after a story like that? How do you...
Well, you have already processed accepting the story.
Listen to me.
I understand the outburst. I sat there, listen, while you were telling that story, I'm sitting here flashbacking with my mother.
What would
You
you
know what I
do?
mean? So-
Your mom was falling on the floor. What would you do to the cops?
That's what I've always done.
What would you do? You did. You did.
I
help
tried to protect.
You did.
My job.
You did.
My job was to protect.
Yeah.
As the oldest child, that was my job.
Unbelievable.
So, I definitely understand.
There's a lot of parents that listen to this show that have kids with seizures. I wonder what they would. I wonder what Dana would do. I wonder what.
You're going to protect.
It just.
No matter what, you are going to protect. That's your natural instinct. This isn't something you were taught. This is something that's bred within.
Our country doesn't do that anymore. Our country doesn't protect our children.
When was the
anymore.
last time you looked at the history of our country?
It's all bad. It's all bad. They
I mean, here's an interesting concept. I'm on the book last night, and all of a sudden somebody posts about the government's patent on the cannabis. I reply back, do some more research under patent law. If the government applied for the patent, they were under payment from the American people. That patent is the people's patent. It's just registered with the government. See, the government's being paid. You're not allowed to create blah 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 if you are employed by me, because all services have been paid for. So behind that concept and that argument shined the light on the people's patent. Not exclusive just for the federal government. No. It's the patent of the people. The government just has it filed in the government for the ownership of the patent for the people. It's the people's patent. So that's the thread that's running around right now, so I'm dying to see the feedback on that. Thank you.
You mean excuse me?
I'm sorry. Let me allow me to correct myself. Excuse me. This is the highlight.
That's the takeaway.
Bill Fartman Haney.
I feel bad. That was the best contribution that I could perform.
Yeah, that was pretty boring.
Yeah. I was
I
nodding
didn't
off.
hear it, so I was probably sleeping at that point. I was tempted to light something up. I was contemplating consequences.
I should have pulled out
They
my
didn't even
weed.
have no cops in there.
Yeah, I
No
seen
security
that.
guards
Nah,
can't
they
do
had
shit.
the old that
No
security guard
sooner
up
did you
front.
sit down the
They
front
can't even
row.
arrest you.
I was really contemplating on like,
Huh? Oh yeah.
What is?
Yeah.
Give him a mic. I can't hear.
Yeah, the
Right.
security. Them dudes couldn't. That old dude couldn't stop nobody from doing nothing.
what do you think about what the deputy mayor had to say about what he said taking it to
He
What
told us
is
to
it,
go to
the-
go. He told us to take that
the
we-
county?
that we should go to the county that had more. But he wasn't really understand what we were trying to do, and what we were trying to do
he was
is
just thinking
directed
about
at the city.
legalization? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it has to
Kind
be
of like
done
what
by the city.
Philadelphia did.
Exactly. So, yeah, we talked about that a couple minutes ago. The county government, I mean, we could present things to the freeholders board too, but I think it works better with the city of Trenton, because the city of Trenton actually controls the police department here, and that initiative said for the city council to order the police to make it like its lowest priority.
Dude, did Facebook delete the video of the crackhead lady with the black eye, with the fake boobs? I can't find that video where she's yelling. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, no idea.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't find. Facebook took it down. It was the best thing ever. I can't find it. You know what I'm talking about? You see it? It was the funniest video. If you,
Just go to Google and look it up.
she was yelling. I'll try. She was yelling and screaming. Oh
Google
my
catches
god.
everything.
Crackhead with fake boobs.
Yeah, that's I had it on Facebook. I was ready to run with it, and now they took it down. The
Oh,
bastards.
you had it on your page?
Yeah,
Oh,
I had it
shit.
saved, and they took it down. All I have is this. The only thing I have is this. This is all I have for today, guys.
Did you hear what? I don't know if we should say this.
It's a Mexican anthem. I don't know. It's pretty bad. What's that, Mr. Fortune? I can't hear you here.
On the air. Just telling you.
Oh. Jackson's going to Hackensack? Oh, we can't talk about. Oh, sorry. All right. Let's talk later then. Let's talk about this later. There's always something going on here on Fully Baked Radio. Oh boy. A lot of crazy stories, man. A lot of crazy stories. I'm gonna search for that, but I can't search and talk at the same time. So I want to talk to William about medical-freedom.com. What are you making out? Toothpicks? Are you giving away toothpicks with the magical butter giveaway? Is that what you're doing?
That's what I had suggested a couple weeks ago at the State House, and I might have to. What I might have to do, and what I had mentioned to you earlier, was worst case scenario is I might have to forward them later and not be able to have them shipped at the same time the machine shipped. So I may have to extend.
Let me tell you something, William. I'm not shipping anything. If anything, I'm taking a ride to Pennsylvania or to wherever the child is, and we're going to make a video.
How's the
Okay.
contest coming along?
Going good. Going good. We got 5 contestants. One kid,
Nice.
and the kid gets
Preference.
preference. They get 2 pieces of paper in the hat. Because the contest is fixed. Because we're fixing it. We're going to help the kids. Who else is helping the kids? Nobody else.
Right.
Cops are tasing kids with seizures, and we're giving butter machines to kids. What the hell? How did this world get so flipped around like this? The cops should be giving these kids magical butter machines, not tasers. Come on, man. What the fuck?
That's right.
This is really messed
Only
up.
in America.
I'm shocked. It takes a lot to shock me, and I'm like fucking dumbfounded. I'm stupefied. That's the word, stupefied. Right? What other word is there for that? Huh? How do you defend that? Defend that, William. Defend that.
I'm not going to defend that.
Play devil's advocate. What would you say if you were the?
I like to play that part, but nonetheless.
Okay, go ahead. You're the Sergeant Benevolent Association guy.
No,
What do you say? You're the lawyer for them. What do you say?
Pardon me?
You're the lawyer for the cop. What do you say?
All right. We definitely got to be looked at. But here's your problem from the other side of it. See, the police have a union,
Right.
and that's where the shit spirals out of control. Because they think they can do whatever they want to do, and let me do this. I don't want to deal with that. I'll deal with the consequences later. Damage is already done, and it throws everybody on the defensive, and they're trying to defend. And then you spin it, manipulate it, justify it. Come on, you know that. You can see it in all the stories. I felt threatened. Or, this is the way it was. Perception's way out of control. They're killing some bitches. You know that. Now you gotta electrify me to subdue me? What the fuck kind of shit's that? I'm not the animal you're trying to train for the fucking circus.
I don't think the microphone's going to pick you up from down there.
I said the angry Bill Haney. Let me correct myself. The flatulent-filled Bill Haney. Well, he's not filled anymore. He ripped one. Yeah, he's quarter full.
You're getting a nickname now.
3/4.
We'll have to smoke a joint and think about a nickname for you now. Now you've done it. Now you've done it, William.
Butt rip. Bill Butt Rip Haney. Butt hit? Why butt hit?
Shit. Unbelievable.
You always have problems in the bathroom. The last time you had a problem was with, I think, Wayne and Fredo and the Major.
No, I had a problem with the bathroom, and the Major D was sitting in the commode.
Right.
That's where my problem was.
And he helped you though. He got you toilet paper.
Yeah, he did.
A little late though, right?
He was shitting in the garbage can though.
No, it was a trash can.
Oh my goodness.
Why do you do these things, William?
I had to go.
He had to go to the bathroom, and apparently the Mater D was in the bathroom.
I had to go.
And he got stuck.
And I'm sure you would have done one or two things. You would either done the same thing or let it run down your leg.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it that fucking simple.
I don't know. I'm still in my 20s. I haven't gotten
Can
that
you
old.
feel me?
Yeah, Phil, don't get old. Look what happens. That
I
bad.
can hold off on that.
Yeah, that is true
Dude,
though. I've shit
But
more.
didn't we do a skit of that?
I've shit more when I was older than when I was a kid.
Trials and tribulations.
Yo, it always happens in the big box stores. You're like in Home Depot, and it's like, oh shoot, I gotta go. You gotta run like a football field to get there. You start doing the butt cheek walk.
Or is that like the half squat, just the cheeks wobble?
Yeah, you start walking kind of like on your toes. You squeeze your butt cheeks together. You're walking real slow and you're standing straight up and down. People look at you like, he's got to go to the bathroom. Anyway, we have nothing to say. Where's Vanessa?
Yeah, where's Vanessa? And,
Vanessa, we got so used to you like controlling everything. We're just bouncing around now.
I'm trying to find stuff on the computer here. I'm busy. Sorry.
That's a nice ring. I like that.
I'm freaked out.
Vanessa, are you listening? Call in, Vanessa. If you're listening, call in. In fact, we need a caller. I don't even care who it is.
For the
Who's
butter
calling
machine,
in?
don't you?
Who's calling in? I don't even call in and criticize Bill for farting in City Hall.
There you go. Give
I
out a
don't
number.
care. What number are we going to use? Whose phone are we
phone?
using?
I'm not giving out my number anymore.
All right. Here we go.
People call me.
862-259-2253.
There you go. What's the number again, Phil?
862-259-2253.
Be dialing, people. Win a magical butter
We're
machine.
waiting.
Real slow. 86.
I know something had happened in cannabis.
Hey, what happened to Morgan? She used to call every week. Morgan, are you listening? Sarah Sensimillion, are you listening? She usually calls too. Or she used to call.
I'm bummed. My video is gone. I'm bummed. That's the first time that's ever happened to me on Facebook.
Debbie, are you listening?
They took it down. It was the funniest video ever. It was a crackhead yelling and screaming with a black eye, and screaming, and she's gonna, I'm gonna run home, get my black dildo, and shove it in your cooch. I swear to God, that's what she said. That's why I wanted to. I'm so mad.
I
Oh my
wonder
God.
why they took it down.
She said black dildo, not just a white dildo, a black dildo. So you know it was big and thick, like a Coke can. That's what they used to call Wayne back in the day, Coke can.
Call Wayne.
Let's call Wayne. Yeah,
Call
let's
Wayne
ask
now.
him. Yeah, well, let's see what
just call him. Say, what
motherfucker.
the hell are you doing, dude?
bald motherfucker. Where's my fucking phone? I can't believe he shaved his head. I'm so pissed. I know you're pissed too.
So the UK members of parliament suggest pot use is a human right. You guys see that? And it should not be interfered with should be consumed without any interference from law. Shout out to them. Man, everybody's moving. I think they got that new spray out there too, the THC spray.
Sativex or Sativax?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. Does it have THC in it?
Yeah, it's supposed to have. Well, that's supposed to have the CBD ones, THC, CBAs, and CBNs.
Nice.
No, the whole shebang.
All right, let's call this. This is Knucklehead. This thing here.
We are Ganesh and Neha Shenoy. Very, very excited to be here with you tonight.
Nope, there's no home. He's not picking up the phone. Come on, Wayne, pick up the phone. What the fuck you doing? Who's playing a video on? Is that you? Killing me. Damn. All right, who else can we call? Who else can we call? I'm a little upset here. Yeah.
Yeah, the beautiful member of the audience just showed up.
Yes. Hello. Oh, here comes the dog to say, oh no. Wow, the dog almost just knocked us off the air. He's a cute dog, though.
Hey, get down, get down, get down.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. It's tough trying to do a show while you're engineering and looking up stuff. It's kind of tough, guys. I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but I'm doing everything I can here. I'm doing what I can. Producing. And
Is that a cry for help?
it is. This video threw me for a loop. I'm in the weeds now. I needed that video. I'm pissed. If you have anybody has a link to that video, please send it to me. It was on Facebook. It was all over Facebook like the last 2 days. The blonde girl with the black eye with the fake boobs yelling and screaming. Come on, man. Who didn't see that? You didn't see it? Come on.
I'm imagining it in my mind as you describe it.
It was the
This is the first I'm seeing it.
greatest thing ever. So I'm trying to search for this thing and do a radio show at the same time, and it's not working. So I need someone else to
Well,
search for this video.
You can't multitask. That's all.
So I am multitasking, and
No, you can't. You
I'm,
just got done saying that.
I'm asking for help. I'm actually multitasking right now, and I'm
Hey.
going to ask for help.
Wiz Khalifa got arrested for riding a hoverboard. Is this? Wait a minute, I gotta see if this is
Wow.
a real story.
All right. William, can you talk about medical-freedom.com flags and what you're going to do for the Magical Butter Machine giveaway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go. I know William needs a 10 count because he's old. Okay, there's your 10 count. You got your 10 count. Go. Be funny. Be informative. Be something. Ah, you got a flag. Look at you at your medical-freedom.com flag.
Anyway, a couple weeks ago, Joanne's made me a couple prototypes of a toothpick flag for the cannabis community's medical edibles. As an indicator, significator in regards to identification. I mean, there's secret sessions, secret cups, there's a lot of social partying going on, and right now it's a lot of competition on the medical edibles, and you go to these events and sometimes you have to ask questions so that you know the difference between the two. And the only way to do that was to identify it with a flag. So I had mentioned that I would donate flags and stickers to the winners of the machines from now until December to be able to mark their medical edibles or their food products. So
Awesome.
anyway,
It's awesome, Bill.
that's what's going on with this right now. And I thought, oh. So anyway, I showed it to a few women, and next thing I know, they're falling in love with it, and we all know where cute goes. That's cute. So it's now the pastry victory flag. I can see it on a cupcake. I can also see it on waffles and chicken with sauce.
I could also see it on the front of the Tidy Bowl man's boat. Nothing.
Nothing, man. Nothing at all.
Keep going.
Hey, you're doing good. Keep going.
So I'm now in the process of trying to reproduce.
Aren't we all?
And I just had some new artwork done. Sent it over to Joanne. She's going to try to pull together when she gets some time to pull
On the
together
bow.
a few prototypes for us.
Yeah, on the bow.
So until I can get that done, I
On the
really
bow.
can't
Yeah.
move forward.
Yeah, he can't hear you. It's good. Right on the bow.
Right on the bow.
What was that?
Be hanging over the side a little bit,
Yeah.
picking up some stuff.
So anyway, that's what's going on,
The
folks,
the
with
Tidy Bowl
the
boat. The Tidy Bowl boat.
magical butter machine.
Keep going, Bill. I want you to keep going because I'm pissed.
Joanne, are you listening?
Why?
Hey, girl.
Listen to this. I put up I said on the chat, I said, anyone have a link to the video of the blonde with the black eye and the fake boobs yelling and screaming, okay? I click it to send it. It says inappropriate language. Inappropriate, look at inappropriate language. Boobs? Boobs is inappropriate language? Really? Come on. I'll say I'll change it to breasts and we'll see if it goes through.
Change it and see what happens.
Boobs? Really?
Well, really, it's not moving anywhere right now, right? Huh?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's not going at all.
One more letter. You only get a certain amount of letters. You only get a certain amount of letters. Okay, there we go. So I'll send it now with fake breasts. Fake breasts. Play a game here. Breasts. B-R-E-A-S-T-S. Okay, let's see if that goes. Inappropriate language. Inappropriate language.
Black
Did you
eye.
change the word yet? And
Breasts.
send it?
I changed it to breasts. What else do you call it? Bust? Bust. Bust. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? B-U-S-T-S? You fucker. Bastard. Yelling and screaming. That worked. Bust works. You stupid. Ooh. That worked. Bust. That makes no sense. I hate.
I didn't program it.
I hate Ustream. Ustream.
Yo, I did not program that communication.
I hope you hear me, Ustream. You suck. We're gonna go to we're gonna go to YouTube, you assholes. Keep screwing with me like this. Ruined my show. Ruined Ed's show. This is Ed's show. You ruined Ed's show.
Hey, it's
Phil.
not my show.
It's not my show. I'm not taking credit for this. It's Phil's show. You ruined Phil's show. Phil's not even here. Taking advantage of fucking Phil, bastards. How dare you? Nothing's working right today, man. All right, somebody send me the link, please, to the drunk woman with the black eye yelling and screaming with the fake boobs. Please send me the link. God. Otherwise, I got to hear you talking about medical-freedom for an hour, and I can't handle that. Well, we can have a sex talk. We can do sex talk if you want. You want to have sex talk? Sexy talk time? You want to do that? No, I'm serious. I had sex for the first time in I don't know how long. Months. Seriously. As a patient, and I'm sure most patients will understand this, when you feel like shit, you don't feel like having sex, bro. It's not like everything works, but I feel like shit. And there's times where, okay, I'm ready to have sex, and I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to put it in, and I'll have a back spasm, or something will click, and that's it. I'm done. I'm done. I can't go on anymore. And this has been going on 12 fucking years already. 12 years living like this in pain, not able to have sex, not able to have to play drums, I can't ski, I can't do any of the things I used to do, play sports. But sex is something I really miss. It's very frustrating for me because, put it this way, I can't go for 20 minutes, boom, 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 boom. I gotta stick it in and be done in a couple of minutes in missionary position. I'm
Too much info.
and this is other patients understand what I'm going through because other patients are living in pain and they don't feel sexy because when you're in pain, you don't feel sexy. And that's another thing. I got that going on. I don't feel like having sex a lot of times because I feel like shit. But when I do have sex, it's very difficult because of the pain that I have to go through. And some people told me, well, why don't you put a basket on your ceiling and hang her from the basket and then spin her around and there'll be no pressure on your back. Eh? Try that, eh? I said, are you fucking out of your mind? First of all, I'm not that perverted. And my wife certainly would never go for anything like that. Are you fucking nuts? So no, that's not going to work. But I've been told that by doctors. Doctor told me that. Doctor told me to put her in put my girl in different positions on the bed. I said, no, I have to be in a certain position. I need missionary position to have an orgasm. I have to be that way. I got to be on top, boom, boom, boom. All these other positions ain't going to work for me. It's not going to work, bro. Are we going to have penis talk with a couple of guys here? I don't know if this is a good thing. I don't know about talking about penis around guys.
Nope.
This is not a good thing. But other patients are listening and they understand what they're going through. Other patients, they get it. They get it. Because they feel like shit all the time. And don't get me wrong, I'm horny all the time. But it's just, the mind is writing checks that the body can't cash. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You were talking about your sex life the other day. I'm talking about mine. So I don't want you to feel bad when you talked about your sex life, Bill, because I talk about mine too. And mine is horrible. My sex life is horrible, bro, because of my fucking back pain. Horrible. It's not fair to have to live like this, and I'm sure a lot of people have to live in the same condition. So give us a call. If you're having problems with your sex, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have sexy talk with somebody other than William and Fortune. Really, can a girl call in, please, so I don't have to talk to Ed and William about my penis? I'm sorry, Ed, but this is what I have to go through. I had sex for the first time in months, bro. Months. That's not normal. It's not fucking normal, bro.
Should we say congratulations? Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, dude.
You know what I mean?
Okay, let me explain something.
You're out there protesting for feedback on this.
You have to understand something. I had sex. I did not have an orgasm. Okay? That's the frustration. That is the frustration. Because I have to stop because of my back. I got to stop. I have to stop. It's not funny. It's not funny. Well, maybe a little to you. It might be funny to you. Just like your sex talk was funny for me. Okay,
you know what?
I get it. Okay, laugh. Funny. Haha, point and laugh. Fucking, funny. Look at that. Look at Lefty.
Dude.
I get it. I get it.
That's extreme.
This is my life. Welcome to my fucking world.
I'm running around your playground with you. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Tough, man.
I'm running around your playground with you. What do you want me to do?
How do I live the rest of my life like this?
One day at a time.
How do I live the rest of my life not having fucking orgasms? How do I do that? Huh? Explain that to me. What do I gotta rub one off before I come out here or something? What do I gotta do? I can't live like this. It's not normal. It's not normal to have sex monthly, on a monthly basis, and then not have a fucking orgasm when you do have sex. Come on, man. That's not normal. That ain't good. And bro, you've seen my wife. She's hot. My wife is hot as hell. It has nothing to do with my wife or anything. Hey, be careful. Be careful there. My wife is hot as hell, bro. Believe me. It has nothing to do with that. If I was married to a pig, it'd be a different story. But I'm not. I'm married to a beautiful, beautiful, hot Italian German woman. She makes me crazy. But I can't. I'm so glad she's a good girl. Because if it was anybody else, she'd probably leave me. Seriously. Some girls need dick all the time. And they're out. Hey, believe me. I know. I've been cheated on before. And when I was healthy, when I could bang on a daily basis, I was cheated on. So I know how women need the penis, because I need a vagina myself. It's a need I have. It's something I need.
I'm gonna stay out of this conversation.
Go ahead. What do you have to say, Ed?
No, I'm not saying nothing.
What-
Zilts.
What would you do? What would you do if you were me?
Pop Viagra.
Really? Seriously?
I would still do it. Back pain or not.
Dude, it's
I'd
rough.
pop 3 Percocets and 1 Viagra.